Let me know when you see the screen.
Yep, I can see it now.
Okay. So this is yesterday we have loaded 9 records in the parent table. Right. Let's see how the match and match process works for fuzzy match. And even we have loaded data to child table, and we'll observe how the mm, means like on child based object we won't implement any match and merge rules. Right now we are implementing only in parent table, but let's see like how this f case gets reflected. Okay. And if we see in the match table, we won't find any, we won't find only one record. And in strp table we won't find anything. And we have one more table is there, that is dirty table. Yeah. In interviews, uh, people may ask like what's the significance or importance of dirty table. So in previous versions, I think like before 9, I think there was no dirty table. So later they have implemented dirty table. So this dirty table contains only one column, row ID object, only one column, row ID object. So this will gets loaded automatically whenever there will be any new inserts or updates happens to the base object table, which are part of fuzzy columns. Okay.
Okay.
And this table gets changed uh, during the load operations of base object, or else after match and match. If any changes happen to that particular base object table, then this table gets loaded with row ID objects, which row ID objects got reflected. Okay. In interviews, people may ask like, what's the like? So whichever the records present in the dirty table, those records it will consider for match and match process along with the consolidation indicator for records. Okay. Mainly this table gets loaded when there is an update or inserts happen to that specific fuzzy column. Okay. We'll run the tokenization job first. Okay. So I have some sample slide is there for tokenization. Okay. Are you able to see my screen, right?
Yep, yep.
Okay. So here, this is an like a PDF which will available in internet. Okay. If you Google about the match process, you'll get this. I think this is designed by Informatica. See how the keys gets generated. They have mentioned. Suppose this is the string character based upon character level and the phonetics level. These will keys will get generated. See, this is SSA key. This is SSA key, and this is the SSA key. The keys will get generated. So based upon the key type which we select. Okay. Mm, this is internal. Okay, we don't have access to this tool. SSA tool, that is separate one. Okay, that is internal to MDM. Okay, so in this way, like keys gets generated for which row ID object, how many keys are generated. Depends upon the data variation available within the um, base object table. Okay, let's see our strp table. First, we will run tokenization job. So when we configure the fuzzy match here, token generate match token job will be created automatically. If you observe here, you won't find. Oh, okay, sorry. Yeah, generate match tokens. Okay, this will be default. We will get synchronized job, validation job, okay, those things. Even let's see here also. Okay. Okay, I think we have by default we have mentioned as a fuzzy mesh. That's why it is fuzzy property. So that's why it is showing. Let's take for address for our address table. We'll keep it as exact match. By default, fuzzy will get enabled. Yeah. Okay, table got saved. And let's go to the batch viewer section. Refresh. Okay. We don't have any generate match tokens. Okay. So when we select, depends upon the configuration which we apply, there will be some jobs gets created automatically. Okay. So for fuzzy strategy based objects, definitely we have to run the match tokens job. So if you want to generate match tokens for all the existing base object records, the even for consolidated records, so it will generate. Otherwise, like the whichever the records available within the strp table. So right now there are no records available, right? It generates all tokens. So in further processing, like today we have processed, for tomorrow it won't generate the tokens for all records. It generate tokens for new records or updated records. Okay. And this table will not get truncated automatically. It will stay forever.
Okay.
Okay. As part of performance improvement, sometimes we may remove some of the entries in that table. If there are any invalid tokens are there, we'll identify and then we'll remove those. Okay, I'll tell you. Oh, what? Oh, sorry. I am running in this table. That is not our table, right? This is our table. Generate match tokens.
Once we start executing the batch, we can't abort it, right?
We can't abort it, means here set status as incomplete. We can abort this.
Okay.
Means the job immediately will become an incomplete state.
Okay.
Okay. Let's see how many tokens. 11 tokens. Records tokenized 11. Let's see the tokens which it has generated. See the tokens generated for 11 records, generated tokens. 11 base object records. We count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay. 11 records it has generated.
Sorry, I didn't get you how you calculated that level.
It generated tokens for 11 records available in the base object. Here, 11 records are available, right? I'm saying
Okay.
that here it's shown records tokenized 11. Right? So I told you, right? Depends upon the data variance, the tokens will get generated. Okay? It doesn't guarantee like it has to generate like If you select standard, it must and should generate 4 tokens. It doesn't mean like that. Max it generate 4 tokens. Okay.
Okay.
And so if this strp table has contain like is loaded with n number of records, sometimes some of the records may go to invalid state. So we'll remove those invalid records and then we'll run the match process as part of performance tuning. Okay, very rarely we do. And so this SSH data contains all the information. Okay, so this is strp table. Based upon this, it goes for match and match process. So it first it identifies the range of records, right? It like then it finds an SQL query on this table, identifies the records where SSAK in between this one and this one, like backend it will calculate. Okay, I'll show you the logs also here. Yeah, see, in between this, it finds an SQL query backend. See this, it goes for search within the tokens and apply the match rules. Same thing like this. Okay, I'll show you in the logs also. So logs are also very important. So logs will be present in the respective project path. Okay, till here it may be any path. Okay,
Okay.
so it depends upon your project, like a OPT, INFA, or it could be anything. From here onwards, we see hub. Go to this hub directory, and here we have two things are there. One is cleanse, one is server. So cleanse mainly deals with the, like in the cleanse we can see the logs of match and merge process, or else any cleanse functions like at the mapping level and the matching level. Those logs we can see. Okay, so hub cleanse and then logs. So here we can see this. Okay, match tokens has been completed. End of generate creating index automatically, it creates backend update serial post table set a strip incomplete indicator row id table. So all these things are purely internal to mdm, and it issues multiple update statements, insert statements, select statements. That's why I told you, like, um, so if we process 100 records, like it may be like internally mdm process thousands of records. This is just for tokenization only. See here, select statement it issued all different types of truncating the first. It is truncating the table. Okay, initial process during the initial process. Okay, if we run the if we run the match process, let's see how the data will get reflected. This is CMX server log, and we have one more log, hub server log. This is server level logs. It will be like any Java related, or it could be anything. How much like internal errors, those things. Here also you will see a lot of. SQL queries and those things. Mainly it's server level like resources, how it consumed.
Okay. As a developer, how frequently we have to go through these logs?
How frequently I can say whenever we face any issue. See, there are like it thrown in some error message like this. There are no match columns defined on CBO party. Accidentally we ran this one, right? Generate match tokens.
Other job, yeah.
It has failed. Same error we are seeing over here. Okay.
Okay.
So it depends upon like logs are mandatory to look into the like to get to know about why the failure, and here the logs are a bit tricky. Okay. If, like we won't understand so easily. We can able to understand few of the things, but if it is related to Java, then if we have Java knowledge, then only we can understand. Otherwise, like we may think that is something different, but mostly we can understand for our MDM concepts. Okay.
Okay.
So if error thrown at the server level, that's why it is mentioned over here. Even in cleanse logs also you may find something. This is like we ran a tokenization job, right? Mm, mm, Certain to the T table. Which- This is inserting some data into the dirty table. Okay, like that we can see here. There are no match columns. The error, same error.
Yeah.
Okay, match columns are defined for the table. That's why it thrown an error. The error. Okay, and where is another table? Is there? So there's so many errors are there. So we'll Google and these errors and we'll show. Or else like we like if we have the enough license, even we can approach Informatica Global Customer Support. We can raise a ticket. We got so and so error. We'll share the logs, this hub server logs, cleanse server logs to them, and they will analyze the logs, and if possible they'll provide some solution, or else they will connect with us and they'll on the in live they will ask us to perform the process so that they will collect more logs.
Okay.
Okay? Mm, 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 where is our party M? Okay, see now this is ours came into picture, the party M. Okay, generated constraints. Let's see that regarding so many, and let's see the database level. Do we have any dirty records? Okay. So right now there are no updates. That's why to the records. That's why let's run the match process now. So I'm selecting the fuzzy match. Execute. Okay. Queued for auto match 2 and queued for manual match 3. Match records 5 means there 5 entries have been made into the party match table. Okay, let's see what are those 5 entries. Earlier there was only one record, right? Now there should be 6 records. Okay? 6 records and how they got matched. Okay, 2001 with 2000, 20,001 with 20,004. Let's see what is there. This is our best 20,001 with 20,004. What is that 20,001 Rohit? What is the 20,004? Fourth one, right? Fourth record. Okay, even though it is different, it is getting matched, and even email ID is null, then also it is getting matched. Okay, and what is this? Is this automate? Yeah, this is automation. We'll see the uh, match which we have configured. Match rules for that fuzzy match. See, even email is null or not null, the record got matched, right? Did you understand?
Yes, yes. So
Okay.
null, not equal to not null. Sorry, equal to
Yes.
not null.
Yeah. Then also it considered for match process. Okay. We got one thing, and let's see, 2001 is getting matched with 2007. Let's see what is the 2007, 2007 record. This again, this would be Rohit, seventh one, right? Yeah, Rohit. There is a typo is there, still it got matched. Okay. So
Okay.
this is for fuzzy, and rest of the columns are contacts are same. And even if we observe that for this 20,007, 20,001, and 20,004, what would be the child records? 20,001. Okay. See, this is the address. 20,004. This is the address, exactly same. 20,007 address. So even the child columns are getting matched. That's why it treated those records as a matched records.
Okay.
Okay. And let's see the manual automation indicator. Okay, this is for manual match and addressity contact. And let's see for this one, 20,007 and 20,004. Let's see 20,007 and 20,004. What type of results at 20,007 and 4? 4. Again, these are Rohit. Okay. The records are matched. That's why it it like it went for auto match, exactly matched. And 20,002 and 20,002 and 2. What is the 2 record? And 20,002. 10th and 2nd. Mahesh and Mahesh. Okay. Both are exact match. All records are getting matched. Even if we see 20,002 over here, the address is getting matched, and the address is getting matched. So the records got matched and entered into the match table. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Hmm. For rest of the records, let's see like what happened. 20,007, 20,001, 20,002, 20,004. Okay. What will happen to these records? 20,003, 20,008. Why these records are not matched? HP, HP. Okay, I got the point. Uh, what is the properties here? Per match job cycle. Okay. So address, city, email, name, fuzzy, zip code might be the zip code is different for these guys. 20,003, 20,009. 20,009. That humans address city. Okay. Address is not getting matched. That's why these records. See here, 20,003. The address is different, right? So that's why the records not matched. Okay.
Okay. And this is because we are not running fuzzy
Yeah.
match on child table.
Yeah. So even though fuzzy match is applied, but here the address, like that's what I said, right? All these columns from address to zip code, it's AND operation. Address should match, city should match, contact should match, email should match, organization name fuzzy match, zip code exact match. Okay. All these six columns combined should get matched. Then only it treats that record as a match record. Okay. But in our case, address is not matching. Even in manual match rule also, address we have mentioned. So address is not getting matched.
Okay, so in this case, if we had address as a fuzzy, then
Yes,
it
then
would
it
have
will get
matched.
matched. Yes, yes. Okay. And we ran the match process, right? Let's see the refresh this. We'll see the log. This is server log. Okay. Server logs not updated. So why means the we have run the match process. So match process will be stored under cleanse logs. Let's go to the logs of cleanse server. Open this. See how many operations it performs at the backend. You will understand. Okay. It is updating some table. Which table? CBO party M. Consolidation indicator is setting to. Okay. And update like, so it is updating the base object table. If we see this latest, yeah, we'll pin this and we'll see the base object or the data got reflected. Consolidation indicator got updated to. Okay. And you won't find any difference at the child table level right now because we haven't run the merge process. Okay. You won't find any difference here. Let's park like this. And if we see the logs, okay, it is updating the base object table with consolidation indicator 2. Okay. And here what it is inserting into match table, it is appending the records into match table, inserted 5 records. Okay. And okay, see how many update operations it performs back and it is selecting the row ID objects. So these are the temporary tables which it creates at the back end during the match process. See create table, automatically it created one temporary table. Okay. Hmm. eh, See, it is created how many, so many temporary tables for its requirement case, and even it fired some select statement on this temporary table. By looking at these logs, we'll get to know whenever there is an error happened. we will come to know. Okay. See the temporary table it created, and even we can see some range search. Okay. Yeah. See here. So based upon the tokens only, start reading the data from strp table. Select. Okay. Where preferred indicator equal 0, invalid indicator equal 0. Okay. It reads only valid records from the strp table. Okay. And finish fetching the records. Fetch 10 BOs. Okay. And then start match process has been started here. Range 0. Okay. 6 records in between this. Range 0 to 1. 2 records it read. 2 records it read. 1 record it read. 1 it read. 1 it read. Okay. Total 10 range comparisons it performed. Okay. Counts. These are the counts it calculated. And this one like comparison for comparison process, records comparison process. And see here, candidates read 9 records it read. Match gathered, like it is purely internal. Okay, even I cannot say in detail explanation, but how can we read the log? Okay, what happens at the back end when we run the match process? Exact match process is totally different, fuzzy match process is totally different. Exact match process directly connects to the database server, and then there the comparison will be performed. But coming to the fuzzy match process, MDM will take care of all those things. That's why I told you, like, by looking at the MDM, even for processing of 1,000 records, see if it creates these many select statement, create statement, update statements. So how much time it has to spend on a single record? So it spends considerable time, right? That's why we may feel that MDM is too much slow, but it is not slow. At the back end, it creates thousands of records, and it creates multiple temporary tables, and it issues update commands. Okay, and inserts the data, those things. See, total records to match, total DB records read, total possible matches 18, total graders, I don't know what, total SSA, this, so many things it is performing. Okay. Rejects from exact 14 means we may think that 14 records, but it generates that. Just second, I got it one. Yeah, okay. So see here, 14 records got rejected. Why? How means the HTRP table, how many records entries are there? 20 records are there. In that 20, 14 got rejected due to the exact comparison. Okay, like that. It do. Oh, sorry. I missed the one, right? So it performs so many. So how many match calls? Like 18 iterations it performed. Okay, and which match rule number two? How the records got matched, everything we can like it issues grant select statement, say a temporary table it created, select like granting the permissions, and which rule is applying now. Match column loop 1, loop 2, loop 3, how many loops it, like contact, address, city, it is matched rule number 2. What is the match rule number 2? This is the match rule number 2. Address, city, contact. See contact, address, and city. On these columns, this match process has been executing. Final elapsed minute for 100% match rule is 0. Means there are very few records, right? So that's why. Okay. Elapsed minutes to 0. Max elapsed minutes is 20. What we have mentioned here, not at the base object table level, 20. So that everything, it takes that consideration, whatever we have configured. And 4 records queued for made. And let's see the okay, Vivo records is generated. Okay, Vivo records. Okay, here this is for HTRP process, and like we have to see the match process where it has executing match rule. Okay, see here. At the back end, it is updating the C repos job control. Whenever we trigger a job, this metadata table gets updated. There stays message like executing and match portal. Like let's select what type of data it holds. All these are matter. Okay. But for development process, we don't see these things. Okay. But for any support job or those things, we'll get more insight when we look at these metadata tables. Okay. What's happening at the back end. See, when we run the stage jobs, completed successfully, match rule set party contact name, like which type of job we have run, all those details will be present. If it is success, like on which table, which system, everything like.
Okay.
Okay, what is the run status? If it is gets failed, okay, run status will get changed. Those things, all these are what we have ran. Okay? Um, at least you got some insight, right? What are the logs? What type of logs we have to read? Cleanse server logs, purely we can see match process logs. Okay, match and merge process logs. In hub server logs, anything is regarding to the server level errors, those things. Okay, we got one error that we have seen at the hub server, right?
Yeah.
So this is purely related about the logs. Okay, how can we see the logs? And we have one more log is there. Okay, application server log. So here we have JBoss as application server. We may have WebLogic server. We may have WebSphere server. Okay. There, here we have to go to the standalone log server log. Oh my God, this is 290 MB. Oh my God. Okay. It will be very difficult to show you. 290 MB. Okay, let's see. We'll check on this some other log. Okay. What type of backup log will show? I'll show you.
Are we allowed to download something on this
Yeah,
VM?
yeah. In dev environment, we those will be allowed. To in order to analyze something, right? We have to see the logs.
Okay.
This is purely Java related. Anything like if we implement the user exits or custom Java code, so there we can see the logs over here. I'll tell you about the logs also. How can we configure those things? Okay.
Okay.
This is just giving an a heads up. I'll take 15 to 20 minutes session for explanation of logs. Okay.
Okay.
Mm, okay. Now we will run the merge job. I think like you might got more understanding right now how the like MDM works functionally.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
On surface, it seems pretty straightforward, but
Yeah,
it is
very
too
simple, right?
complicated. Yeah.
Yeah. So like I explained you some match process, and like you may felt that like, oh, this is very easy, very easy. We feel that very easy. Even that configuration of match tools we feel very simple, but in the real time business projects, like in the real time scenarios, like clients ask that like only particular set of records has to process, rest of the records should not get processed, and that consolidation indicator should not get updated. At that time the different approaches will follow. The records got matched. Okay, let's see at the base object. First we'll see the match table entries. Whichever are the manual match records, those will be stay forever. Okay, there are three records are there with manual match. Okay, leave like this, and em. Okay, these records for manual match process, and these records got consolidated. And moreover, um, if we see the xref for this records, okay, let's pull this one. Let's run the xref table. Okay, we have 12, and here we have 9. Okay, for this let me start a paste on already object. Okay, so for this roid object 2 we have 3 records, and consolidation indicator is 1. Okay, and what is about 20,000? Okay, we'll see about 3. Where is the roid object 3? Okay, this is for manual match. Okay, and consolidation indicator 20,009. 20,009. Okay, we'll see about these things. Okay, 20,007. So 20,007. This is Rohit record. Okay, here the consolidation indicator for 20,007. Okay, 20,007 or 20,001. Let's see 20,001. Okay, so 20,001. So even though consolidation indicator is 1 for this manual merge record, so here if you see, this record is for manual merge process. Still here we are seeing that consolidation indicator is 1, right? But when we go for manual merge process, it will display all the associated records for that manual merge. So here 20,001, right? It will show 2 records for manual match process. I will show you, okay, when it comes to manual match process. So when we match this record, these 2 records will combine, and that consolidation indicator will become 1. Means this record and this record gets matched, and the consolidation indicator would become 1. Okay. So but here only for one record it is 2, for the other record it is 1, right? So why means um,
I think because 20,001 got merged with 20,004.
yeah, 20,001 got merged with 20,004, but still we have an
There is
entry,
another,
right?
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
so that is the reason. 20,001, we'll see it for 20,001. For 20,001 we don't have any record, right? For 20,004 It is 20,000.
Row number 8.
Oh, yeah. So 20,004 got merged with 20,007, but 20,001 not merged.
Okay, okay.
It's a manual merge. Still, its consolidation indicator is 1.
One.
Why means this record is associated with that manual merge record. That's why still it is showing. See, this is the main record. That's why still it is showing as consolidation indicator 1. Once we get merged, then the record will be automatically becomes 1. Even this record also.
Okay.
Okay. And I have explained about this match table, dirty table. Let's see the dirty table. Any entry. See, whichever the records got matched, those entries have been displayed over here. Okay,
Okay.
automatically populated. I have shown you the support tables: match, strp, dirty, xref, raw, reject tables. Okay? And history tables also, like history tables are nothing but like normal only. I'll show you. Have you configured history on this one? I'm not sure. Okay, let's run this. This is the history table for base object. Okay, we have configured. So this simply displays. So any changes happens to the base object record. See here for this base object record, how many changes happens. Those details it will display. Everything history create date. Okay, and update who updated, what is the raw id object, hub state indicator, what is that hub state indicator. Okay, last update when it got updated, consolidation indicator from 4 to 2 2 to 1, like how that record gets updated. See, like finally here became 1. That complete history we can see regarding to the base object table only. Okay, suppose here that raw id object 2, if I where row id object row id underscore object equal to 2. So it shows the complete history, how the record got updated, when and which time. Okay, and we have hxref also is there. Hxref, this is also one more support table. Okay. Here it shows the record, the xref record is there, right? Suppose so this row id xref, this value, like in future, like on for the same record we may get updates, right? Those information also will be displayed over here. Okay, suppose we got any update, like let me check, did we get any updates? Okay, for this row id xref we got two times update. Okay, where row id xref row id, yeah, score
Okay, we changed
xref.
the date, right? From
Yeah,
for
on which,
yesterday's execution.
yeah. So we'll run this. Okay. On which time we got updates. See, the PK source object is same, right? Means 4 times we got update for this record. Whereas if we see at the xref table, where is this xref? Let's me close some of the. We don't have xref data. Here will see. Okay. For this row id xref, how many row id xref one? Let's see how many records are there. You will find only one record. Okay, one record we will find. But at the history table level, It shows the complete history, how when this record got updated, when it entered into the system, those details.
Okay.
Okay, now you got right. What's the difference between xref, hxref, and his table? Xref holds the data of all source system. If we have five source systems are there, five source system data is there, will be present. Okay, and unique with combination of pk source object and row id system. Here we got same pk source object but different row id system. Then it makes an one more entry.
Okay.
Okay,
Yep.
but whereas at the hxref level, if we get updates on same record, okay, one more entry will get created over here. But at the xref level, the particular record will get updated. That's it. Record gets update over here if we get same record from the source system. But here at the hxref level, one more entry will get created. Now you got the point, right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. So just remember that xref always holds the records of different source systems. Okay. If you have five source system, it holds five source system records as long as pk source object is same. If the pk source object gets changes, so on another day for the same ckr source system, I got different pk source object value, then it considered as a new record.
Right.
Okay, it does not update the same xref. As long as we get same xref from same source system, the records gets updated at the xref table level. But whereas one new entry will get created at the hxref level. Here the pk source object is same, row id system is same, but four entries are that means we got four updates for this record. Four times we got update on different days. Even if you see the timestamps, right?
Yes.
Here right now, like we are tweaking the date, right? That's why
Mm-hmm.
you are getting the same date, but the timestamps are totally different.
Yeah.
Okay, now you got right.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, and I have explained you hxref level. Okay, we have few more concepts are there. Two more concepts are there: v- trust and validation. Okay, so I will explain you what is trust and what is validation. First, I'll explain you about trust. I'll take one reference base object table. This is the base object data, right? Let me take the xref. I'll take the complete xref, and I will sort the Roidi object data. Okay. So for this Roidi object, three xrefs are contributing. Okay. And so here the source systems are different. And even if you consider the names are different, okay. So like as I said, we get the data from different source systems. And suppose one source system has highest more, like has more reliable data. So if like just consider the employee information, the employee information which we provide to the hr database, HRs, that is the more reliable, right? That is the more updated data and more reliable data. For HRs, like we provide the correct address information, correct contact information, correct email ID, and everything will be more accurate compared to the rest of the source systems. Are you getting my point?
Yes. Yes.
So, uh, what my requirement is like, if a record comes from the particular source system like HR source system, and the record coming from the HR source system, so it should be like we have to trust thus that source system record compared to the rest of the source system records. Suppose like I feel that the contact number which we are getting from HR source system has more reliable compared to the other source system. Then what I will do is I will enable trust property on contact information, contact column, so that at any point of time, if an update comes or else a new record comes into the into the base object table, it considers the contact from the HR source system only at the base object table level. Okay, I'll show you. Let me clear this. I'll run the uh, base object record. I'll pin this. Okay. So just consider that row ID object 2 has been contributing by 3 records. Let's see what values have reflected at the base object table level. Just pin it. Row ID object 2. Okay. Let's go to the row ID object to the 8th record. This record is, okay, this value it is survived, this value it survived, this value it survived. Mahesh. Okay, this value has survived. Let's see. These two records have, this record is there. Okay. So, but I if like from the HR source system, this is the correct name. I believe that. But at the base object table, it is displaying this name. Then, wow, like if suppose if I want the name from this source system, which source system it is? Okay, CKR. Okay, if I want the record from that source system CKR, what I will do? I will enable trust on this name column, and I'll provide some trust score values. Whenever the records comes from CKR, I'll assign trust score as a 90%, so that whichever the record has highest trust score value, that record will get survived at the base object table level. Here it will get survived.
Okay.
It will get survived. Okay. Even if we see the row ID object, how many row ID objects are contributing right now? We don't have. Okay, we'll build the data set and I'll show you. Okay. So that is trust concept. Like if we want the record to be survived at the base object table level here, then we will assign trust scores to the source system for a particular column. Okay. And even the validation rules also, I will explain about the validation rules. Okay. We have configured trust and everything is fine. Okay. From the HR source system, I'm getting null values, but it does not recommend it, right? Suppose if name is null, do we consider name as a null for a record? No, right?
No, no.
So at that time, we'll enable the validation rules. So
Okay.
suppose if a name is null, we'll downgrade that source system record. Then automatically, whichever the record has second highest trust score, that will get win and that will get survived at the base object table level. Okay, I will show you. Okay, I will show you each and everything. Okay, here it is showing the last row ID system, right? It will be very confusing for us. People may directly think that like where is that record two? Okay, record two. It is showing last row ID system as CKR. It means like you may think that the records, all records from CKR source system has been survived over here. No, it is not like that. Are you getting my point?
No, I'm a bit confused.
So here it is, there is one column last row ID system CKR.
Mhm.
What you understand by looking at this column CKR? What you are understanding?
That this record is coming from this particular source system CKR.
Yeah, yes, you are, and you understand like that, right?
Mhm.
But it doesn't mean like that. If it displays ROID system as CKR, it doesn't mean that this entire record, this base object record, comes from CKR source system. It doesn't mean like that. Okay, why it displays last ROID system as CKR means from this source system we got recent update. From this
Okay.
source system we got recent update, and the records have been updated from this CKR source system.
Okay.
Okay, when we enable trust settings, okay, so suppose like I took this column value from SFDC. Okay, it will not show SFDC. Always it shows that from like whichever the source system recent update came.
Okay.
Okay, so recently we got update from CKR source system. Okay, it doesn't mean all these column values belongs to this CKR source system. When we configure the trust and validation properties, at that time the column values it will display differently, but still if we get the recent update from CKR, it shows as a CKR only. But here the column values will may it may show differently. I will show you that property, like that thing also. Okay, we'll build the data according to that, and I'll show you. Okay, as per our match rule, I'll build the data and I'll show you. Okay, we'll create uh, new records. I'll show you the trust and validation. Okay, and I'll explain you what is meant by last row ID system, how the records will survive over here. Okay, here the last row ID system is nothing but we got recent update from that source system, and the columns which belongs to this source system will get update automatically at the base object table level if we don't configure the trust and uh, validations. Okay, suppose here this base object is being contributed by three xrefs, right? Three xrefs. Just think that this been contributing by SFDC, this been contributing by CKR, this been contributing by CRM. On a particular day, for the same PK source object, here the PK source object is this one, right? For the same record, we got an update. For this same xref record, we got an update. Xref gets updated, and even at the base object table level also, it displays as last row ID system as CRM. Why means from CRM we got recent update.
Okay. Yep.
Okay, and that CRM system is contributing any of the column, then the column will get updated over here. If
Okay.
none of the columns gets contributed by CRM source system, it will not get update the base object record. It just update the xref record. You got my point, right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. I'll show you tomorrow on these things. Okay.
Okay.
So if you get clear understanding how the data is loading into the base object, how the xrefs are getting updated, how the base objects are getting updated, those things. That's why I'm telling very slowly. Okay.
Okay.
Once you get understand these things, and these queries and packages are takes very less time. Even the cleanse functions, 1 hour is enough for you, because already you are an ETL developer, you can understand more quickly.
No, no, I was
And
not developer. I was a tester.
okay, even like you can understand. And this hierarchy section will take 1.5 or 2 hour section. So
Okay.
that's why I'm stressing on this base object loading part. Okay,
Okay.
by tomorrow I'll complete the trust and validations. Okay,
Okay.
then I'll pitch in into the cleanse functions. Okay, I'll show you the some of the cleanse functions, and then I'll go to the queries and packages. Yes. By tomorrow, half of the course content will get completed.
Okay.
Okay. Parallelly, even I am showing to you logs also, okay, to
Yeah.
get more insights. What will happen at the back end? Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Bye.